channel password. Standard email is sent over an open network in plain text and has the potential to be intercepted on its way to you. InMotion Hosting does not do this, which shows you they have your security in mind. Let me show you the exact steps to set up WordPress with InMotion Hosting. This training video will show you the quick and easy way to set up WordPress with absolutely zero programming knowledge. Let's begin. I'm here at the InMotionHosting.com website. In order to set up WordPress using InMotion Hosting's automated script installer, you will need some information. To get that, you will need to use the Account Management Panel, or AMP, which is found on the upper right of their website. Click that, and from here, type in your email address and password, both of which you should have provided to them during the account setup process. So type that information in, and then click Login. From here, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and go under Technical Details. On this page, I recommend copying the username and the control panel link to Notepad for future use. We'll go ahead and click on the control panel link, and then you are prompted for a username and password. I have this copied to Notepad, and then click OK. Now that you're on the cPanel page, scroll down until you see this Software and Services section, which has a Softaculous option. Softaculous is what we'll use to install WordPress automatically. So we'll click on that. Take your mouse and hover over WordPress, and then click Install. Once you're on this page to set up WordPress, you have some configuration options to complete. The first option here is Choose Protocol. You have 4 choices to make. The HTTPS is if you have secure socket layer, which most people will not have. In my case, I prefer www. So I'm going to select this option. Now for Choose Domain, unless you've already set up multiple domains on your InMotion Hosting account, chances are your domain is already selected. In my case, I'm using webhostingtraining.com. For directory, you have a choice here. In my case, for web hosting training, I do not want WordPress installed into a subdirectory. I want webhostingtraining.com to be the main WordPress installation. However, if you do want a directory, in other words, webhostingtraining.com/something, then you would type that something right here. Most people would type in blog, or in their example, they said type in dir. In my case, I want to install WordPress in the main domain folder, so I'm going to leave this blank. For database name, you can make a change here or leave it as default. In my case, I'll go ahead and make a change and say WH-Train. You can only have 7 letters. So in this case, I've maximized the total characters I'm allowed to use. For table prefix, leave that default unless you prefer to change it. Most people will leave that as WP_. Now scroll down for more options. For site name, my website is Web Hosting Training. For a site description, I typed in the most epic training site on the internet. For this enable multi-site option, most people will leave the checkbox unchecked. Multi-site allows you to run multiple websites using one installation. Most people will not need this installed. For admin account, type in your admin username that you'd prefer, and type in your password and your email address. Once you've typed in your admin email, the next option is to choose language. Most of my audience uses the English language, so we'll keep that selected. The last option is the email installation details. You can type your email address here, but I do not recommend it. Instead, I recommend writing down your admin username and password along with your admin email you chose, and then just click Install. Now, as you can see, it is installing WordPress for us. It did not take very long, as you can see here. It says, "Congratulations, the software was installed successfully." From here, we'll go ahead and click the web hosting training link just to see if it's set up properly. As you can see, WordPress has been successfully installed. It is using my configuration options, including the web hosting training headline and the site description that says the most epic training site on the internet. In the next video of this series, I'll show you how to install Genesis and one of the most popular Genesis child themes provided by StudioPress. Also, be sure to check out the description of this video on webhostingchoose.com, where I link to our 20-part WordPress video training series. Please be sure to share this video and others on your social networking accounts, websites, and email it to anyone